Today, we're schmoozing with my friend Allie, the fabulous founder of Soirée Miami Beach, those sparkles that don't scratch if you've seen on your FYP.
A swim and resort wear brand that I started just over 2 years ago now. I've always had the most sensitive skin. I'd never wear these sparkly clothes and it always bothered me. So I said, why can't we just line this super comfortably so that it feels really good on the skin and it doesn't itch or irritate? So it's really good for like the eczema girlies and, all the girls with sensitive skin.
But literally, the sparkles don't scratch. I think we're addicted to saying it, but it's true. It's so comfortable. It feels like you're wearing pajamas, but then it's this crazy resort wear.
Yeah.
How do you navigate, keep posting and putting yourself out there when it takes like a long time to drive results?
Once we went in, we changed our photography and I actually hired someone to help me with social media. And we started getting the really aesthetic content that really helped us grow. But I also think it's so important just to put yourself out there, as cringy as it is. Once I started personally getting on camera and essentially just talking to myself as if I'm talking to you right now, that's what people want to see. I think it's a combination of getting all of that together and piecing it together and, finding what strategies work for you.
Welcome back to Schmoozing with Span, the podcast where we talk all things niche, nosh, and New York with just a little bit of chutzpah. Today, we're schmoozing with my friend Allie.
Hi.
My friend of 16 years, unfortunately not 15 years, which is my favorite number. If you know, you know. SamXO 15, my birthday, whatever.
We'll get into that.
But we're with the fabulous founder of Soirée Miami Beach, those sparkles that don't scratch if you've seen on your FYP. The slowest on the cross-country team, where I was the second slowest. My friend since middle school and fellow entrepreneur. Today, we're going to be talking female founders, friendship, and our favorite things. AKA, we're going to be doing a segment called Sparkle or Scratch, so stay tuned for that. I never do a shout out in the beginning, but if you like the podcast, please follow on Spotify, Apple, YouTube, so you get notifications when the episodes drop, because it's a bi-weekly show. We try to post on the 15th of the month because, like I was saying, favorite number, but it doesn't always turn out like that.
We'll get into that.
But hey.
Hey, Sam. What an intro. That was amazing. I'm so excited to be here. And
Yeah, so Allie really, she studied hard, so we're ready to get into it. But we're going to start with getting into Soirée Miami Beach, and then we'll dive more into our friendship and all that. But for anybody that doesn't know, can you explain what is Soirée Miami Beach?
Yeah, so I started Soirée Miami Beach, which is a swim and resort wear brand that I started just over 2 years ago now, which is so crazy to say. Feels like I've been doing it for a lifetime already. But the whole reason I started Soirée is because I've always had the most sensitive skin. I literally had an allergic reaction this morning. I was telling Sam, I am allergic to so many skincare products, clothing that irritates my skin. And for me, I always love being the best dressed in the room. I love sparkly things and sequins and, fun beaded pieces. And I just love dressing very out there. And I could never wear these sparkly clothes and it always bothered me. So I said, why can't we just line this super comfortably so that it feels really good on the skin and it doesn't itch or irritate your skin? So it's really good for the eczema girlies and, all the girls with sensitive skin. So we use a fabric called Lurex, which usually is typically so itchy on the skin, and we line it so that it's really comfortable for everybody to wear. And we're expanding into lots of new fabrics and it's really exciting.
It's funny that you mention your allergies, because in high school, we'd always go to 40 Carats at the Short Hills Mall, and you would get the mango chicken salad with no mango because you were allergic. And that's where your allergies kind of started, right?
Is the first. The mango started it off.
You're like, I love the mango chicken salad, but no mango.
Yeah, I have to get it with strawberries because I got allergic to mango. I forgot about that. The worst.
Honestly, you have to feel it for yourself, but literally, the sparkles don't scratch. We're addicted to saying it, but it's true. It's so comfortable. It feels like you're wearing pajamas, but then it's this crazy resort wear.
Yeah.
Which we'll insert visuals, but I definitely would describe it as I love how you call it party wear, because I feel like nobody uses that word. Well, just to go back a little. So Allie, if you listen to the Sydney Silverman episode, our most recent episode, she was on Allie's brand trip. On the trip, it ended up raining the whole time. So we had to improvise the outfits and put it together. It was fun to play around and try the different styles with different pieces.
It was. It even made me think about styling it differently, because you can wear a lot of our clothes that could be swimwear can also be adaptable to be, worn with jeans or a cute little mini skirt. Like a lot of our one pieces can be worn day to night as a bodysuit as well, which is like what's so fun about soiree. And I'll wear the sets all the time out to dinner. Like they really can be worn day to night. And then obviously we have dresses too.
How'd you come up with the name?
Soiree.
Yeah.
So I thought a lot about this and I was like, I just love the word soiree. It's so fun. It's so catchy. Like the word soiree literally means an evening party, which is like so our brand, even though, you know, we have the swimwear, like a lot of our dresses and what we're leaning into making like is evening wear. So it really is just like a play on words.
Love that. So
Yeah.
you started your Instagram account 2 years ago with
Yes.
0 followers. And now, I mean, when I checked today for research purposes, you were at 10.5K. I was about to say we.
We.
Yeah. you were at 10.5K. Let's talk about, unfortunately, people are like judging at first, obviously. Like you have people probably,
like
how
why
do
are you on camera all the time?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, how do you
weird.
navigate, keep posting and putting yourself out there when it takes like a long time to drive results? Like 2 years is a long time to keep doing something. So talk about what that kind of looked and felt like scaling that and the fear or maybe judgment while you're putting yourself out there.
Yeah, I mean, great question. I think a lot of like what we first started with was not how I wanted the brand to be represented. I think once we went in, we changed our photography and I actually hired someone to help me with social media. And like, I think it's so important to designate what you're not amazing at to somebody else. So, like I hired someone amazing who's so great at, you know, creating reels. And I think that once we started getting like the really aesthetic content, that really helped us grow. But I also think it's so important just to put yourself out there, as cringy as it is. Once I started personally getting on camera and like essentially just talking to myself as if I'm like talking to you right now, like that's what people want to see. They want to see the behind the scenes. How do you actually grow a brand? What is the day to day like? You know, showing behind the scenes on a photo shoot. Also, like we manufacture in Miami, so it's nice. I can take factory content, you know, fabric sourcing content. I think it's like a combination of getting all of that together and piecing it together and, you know, finding what strategies work for you. But I also think like it's a combination of doing advertising. You know, we do a lot of Meta, Google, Pinterest ads. And then, you know, as we said, like influencer marketing, that's huge. Getting the right influencers to work with you. This girl, Hannah Lizzie, she's so amazing. Like she is the type of person we love working with. She just authentically always posts us and like made this whole video for our brand. It was the cutest thing ever. I had never spoken to her and I texted her and I was like, this is amazing. Can I please send you stuff? Like, you are so sweet. And shout out Hannah. And she just made an entire video just like out of the goodness of our hearts. So like people like that are who, you know, we love working with. And, you know, it's like doing things to curate brand trips, brand dinners, like getting it out there to as large of an audience as possible, I think is really what helped us grow and go from, you know, 0 to almost 11K, which is crazy in 2 years because I cannot even believe this many people are following us. It's so crazy and like surreal to see how much it's grown. And it's like my baby. It's crazy.
Yeah. No, I love that. Well, going back to influencers, right? How do you pick? There's so many influencers now. Everyone's trying to get into content and people feel like it's oversaturated. But at the same time, like, there's so many niches too where you're like, oh, I wish I could find somebody that's in this niche. And I think like you have to differentiate yourself. So how do you pick which influencers to work with? I mean, just on like a gifting basis versus like a brand trip.
Yeah, I mean, great question. I think it's about authenticity and it's people that actually like your product and, you know, post it out of the goodness of their heart. And I'm like, that is someone I want to work with, someone that actually loves Soiree and like lives and breathes our brand. So I think it's about really like picking and choosing who's passionate about it versus who's not. And, you know, it's hard. Sometimes like you have to curate the right list. And then for things like brand dinners and brand trips, it really depends on like locations. Like we've done a lot with Miami and New York, and we want to start doing like Austin, Texas, and LA, and hitting all the markets to really grow there. But I think it's about just choosing those girls that really are passionate about your product.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think I'm getting enough credit, but I find the talent too.
Yeah. Sam always finds the talent first and sends them to me. And she's my sales girl. Like anytime I have a pop-up, Sam is like the friend that's always just like there, ready to sell, ready to talk to everybody. Like she really is like honorary soiree girly.
At Culture, I like literally sold a girl online in a rain. And then I was like to your dad, Allie's not entertaining clientele. Like she's too busy schmoozing with the friends. Like I'm selling in line.
You literally are. Also, like we did a brand trip last summer. I feel like we have to get into
Yes.
that. And I'm like a, new brand founder. I started this company 2 years ago. I obviously only have a small team. I have like 3 people that work for me now. And I literally said to Sam, I'm like, oh my God, we have 12 girls coming now. This is like a 3-day trip. Like it's a lot of organization. I feel like my team was like managing setting everything up and like going early and setting up the flower escapes and like all the decor, saying soiree branding everywhere. And I was like, Sam, like, it's just me entertaining 12 girls. I really like need help. You're the best schmoozer. You're the best yapper. Like, please come along. Entertainment hire. Like, it was the funniest thing ever. But I was like, it's fun to do that stuff with you. It's like we're best friends, so it's so fun.
Yeah, we were at Othership. That's like our meeting
Othership.
spot. Like
We
this
gotta
is
get
what it's
into that.
called. Like being friends in your 20s when everybody's at different stages of life is like that's our one like consistent thing is we hang out at Othership, which is just funny.
Othership, shout out.
This is like another bit we have too is that I was like, okay, well, I'm going to make my dating app profile say one thing about me. I forget what it is, but it's like being the entertainment hire on an influencer brand trip. But Allie and her mom have this bit for some reason that they think all my dating app pictures are only in soiree clothes.
They
but
are.
It's one outfit. And they're like, she only wears soiree on the internet.
It's Sam's only photos that exist on the internet are fully in soiree. She's like a real one. She's a day one soiree girly.
Well, we were talking about influencers, but also like finding influencers early on. We were obsessed. Well, I was obsessed with Madison Beer. Like chief of emerging talent, like so be it, because now she is so massive. But at
She's
the
like
time,
beyond an A-list.
no, she's beyond. But at the time, no. Like this was 15 years ago.
You always were the number one finder of emerging talent. Like you were like, this girl Madison Beer. And I was like, oh my God, my camp friend. Yeah. And then we would always run into her at the Fountain Blue in Miami every year. Like one thing about Sam and I is we would go to Miami every single December and Sam would always be with her grandma and stay with us for a few days. And the Fountain Blue was like the place. Like,
it was the place.
at the time, like everything was there. Madison Beer was always there. We would be hanging out with her and Sam with like her braces.
And my braces.
The braces.
And we went to this thing called Life in Color.
Oh my God.
Which is like a music festival, which is actually so not our vibe. Also, we did not know.
It was when we were like 15. Spray paint at you.
Spray paint at you. And I mean, I had
like
spray
that.
paint in my braces and my
had
rubber bands to my braces. And Madison looked at me and
We saw her covered in paint when we walked into the lobby. Like,
our Converse were like, we got white ones on purpose
white
so they could
Converse, they
see.
would be spray painted. Good times. I miss it.
I miss it.
Does that concert still exist, do you think?
No, we looked it up recently. I don't think
No, you're lying. It would have
Yes.
been funny to go for the pot.
Oh my God. Wait, brand trip?
Brand trip to Life in Color.
Yes. Yes. I love. But also, wait, if you do an Austin pop-up, obviously you're going to have to.
Oh, you're going to
I'm gonna come.
Yeah. You're coming on all the brand trips.
This question is actually like something I was just thinking of is like you do a lot of, for example, when you have your shoots, like you went all the way to France, right? To do one of them.
We went
You've done the
South
Hamptons,
France.
you do Miami. I was actually having this discussion last night or like utilizing AI so much. So I feel like some people probably push back on you and be like, why are you going to go all the way there when you can use AI? So explain how you make that decision, because also you made the decision to produce your products in Miami when it's like much, much, much cheaper to produce overseas. How do you make those decisions?
Yeah, great question. So let's talk about AI and then I'll get into that.
Yeah.
Producing in Miami. But for AI, I've actually been learning a lot about it recently and I'm trying to get a lot more into it. But for right now, until it gets a little more built up, which I do not doubt will happen in the next year or two, like we'll use AI for a lot of graphics and more like, for example, like there was this cool thing I found on Pinterest of like road written out in someone's back on sand. And I was like, that's so cool. That's something I would love to do with AI. But I think that for us, it's like the photo shoot is such a vision and AI is not going to do that. And also it's like these models have such big followers. They're posting our brand. Like they're recognizable people. And I think that in our advertising, like that's really what converts. It's like, oh, wow, like Soirée works with that model. Like that's so cool. And I think it's just the whole creative vision that goes with it is like something you need to have to keep this up. I don't doubt that AI will take it over in the future. But I think like for now, it's just what I'm comfortable doing. I love the bonding time with the team of like being on all these trips for, shooting. It's like those are always my favorite weeks. Shooting in the south of France was actually like surreal. We made it like a week trip. We rented an Airbnb. We shot one day there with 2 models and we did like a whole night part of the shoot as well, where we went to like restaurants and like fun bars with live music. Like it's really fun just like picking the right location for the venues and like going all out into that. And then we did a second day where we mainly shot on like the beach and in town, and it was just so surreal. I do think like AI for that smaller type of stuff is great, but I think for a whole campaign, there's so much unknown, and I think there's so much more I can learn about it still too to like slowly start implementing it. But like to take over a whole shoot, I don't know if it's there yet, but it is really cool what you can do with AI.
Mhm.
And then part two, you asked me about like producing in Miami.
Yeah.
So for me, I love manufacturing in Miami, being that it's local, it's easy, it's ethical. Also, when we first started, like we did small batch production. And honestly, even still, it's so great that like we don't need to place an order of hundreds of things because our factory is in the US, and it's easier to do it that way in small batch production. But I didn't study design. I didn't know what I was doing, when I first started Soiree. And, they were really able to help work with me. They had a pattern maker, they helped me with sourcing fabric. They really knew what they were doing. And like, while I was really first starting out and learning how designing worked and all of that, like, it was just nice to be able to go and physically visit the factory, see that it was ethical, like, actually meet the people sewing and making the product. Like, that was really cool for me, not coming from a design background.
Let's talk about who's on the soiree team. Like, what does that look like as you expand and grow? Like, who's on your team now, and what would it look like if you were to hire your next role? What would you be looking for?
Yeah. So right now, I obviously have, my whole factory and all of that.
Mhm.
And then I also have like fabric suppliers that are all based in Italy because we source all of our fabric there. And then day to day wise, I have one girl, Sophia, who's amazing, and she does our socials. She's so talented. I have Adam, and he's kind of like our interim like COO, helps manage all the finances, all of that stuff. And I think it's great to like designate things you're not good at. So those people. And I have Sammy, who like meets with me in person every day, and she really is like my go-to girl for everything. She's great at graphic design and kind of just helps me like run the business with everything. And I really think in the next year we'll start hiring a real team. Like we've already opened an office in Miami. We'll probably plan next year to open one in New York, and it just keeps growing. I think, hiring someone as like a sales rep is probably going to be our next step, just because
So me.
yeah, yeah, literally you. You could be one. Literally. But I think that we're trying to go a lot more wholesale just because it's great marketing. Like it would be a dream to be on Revolve and Forward and all of those things in the next year. So like that's our 2026 goal, to get really big at wholesale and hire someone to help with sales.
Yeah, and I feel like people have to like touch and feel the product too, and do a
Yes.
good job of like placing it in retailers. Like you had it at Big Drop.
We sell
Yeah.
in a bunch of stores right now, like all over Miami. We even sell in the Bahamas. Big Drop is one of our favorite stores to work with. They're so great. And it's in Miami, literally, like where we produce everything, where the company's based. It's great. We love working with them.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. A lot of people now are so focused on online, but at the end of the day, people want to touch and feel product too.
Yeah,
So it's
in
like a balance
person.
of both, even going to touch it at store and then going to purchase it at home with like a discount code. Like, you know what I mean? Like
It's
that's
such a
also a whole
difference.
thing too.
I agree. Like it's the whole experience of
Yeah.
shopping in person. Like, yes, images convert so well online, and like online shopping obviously is what most of our business has become as we've
Yeah.
grown, so big in D2C. But I think that nothing beats the in-person shopping experience. Like seeing it at pop-ups or in stores, like it's just a whole different world.
Yeah, and how do you feel most people are finding the product now? Do you get feedback from your community? They're getting
Yeah.
bigger. You're not able to grassroots it as much in terms of asking people with outreach. I guess like you have a lot of like analytics and stuff. So are you able to tell how people are finding out?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's really a mix of everything. Like, obviously,
Yeah.
influencer marketing is huge. We always see like a skyrocket of sales after we do those, influencer and brand dinner and trip events. But also, like, advertising is definitely our main way that we sell. Like, we've grown so much on Meta. Like, that's probably our number one strategy that's worked. But then we like have recently started doing Pinterest and Google Analytics, and we're above like a 4 return on ad spend, which is crazy after 2 years. But I just think like Meta is our number one way to grasp and collect new customers.
I want to go back to before soiree. Some context is, We became friends like in middle school, right? But our
Yeah,
friendship,
it's been a while.
our friendship really escalated because we were in the extra time classes per
Yes.
se, and
We both have ADD.
severe.
Oh, yeah.
But that's what gives you an unhinged sparkle. Wow, it hinders me in a lot of ways, but I think overall, it's like my
No, like
main personality.
It is. It really is. And I think that being, having ADD is what made us such great, like, creatives and entrepreneurs. And I think, like, for me, I had, when COVID happens, like, I always thought I was going to start an app. I thought I was going to work in, like, tech. I didn't know what I wanted to do. I always wanted to start my own thing. And then we graduated into COVID, and, like, that kind of ruined everything. So I was like, oh, let me go work in fashion. And I worked for Steve Madden for a bit, realized the corporate world was not for me, but I was like, let me change industries. Let's try health and wellness. Thought maybe the fashion world wasn't for me. So I went off to F Factor. And then when F Factor closed down, I kind of was like lightly working on this idea of Soirée. And, it kind of just all like came together. But it was so weird for me because my family came from like such a business background that like I really think that if it didn't close down, I would have never started Soirée and like had that opportunity. But it's so crazy because like,
Kabbalah, they say all opportunity, all challenges are opportunities, positive pleasure. But it's true. It's like you think that when your job, something like that happens, which was obviously like a whole crazy thing, but something like that happening, you think, oh my God, now what am I going to do? Like, do I even want to stay in this industry? Like, you start questioning a lot of things, but end up being like such a big opportunity and a blessing for
it really did.
Like in other ways.
Fully being the reason I started Soirée. And like, my family all comes from such a business oriented background. And it's so cute now. Like, they love Soirée and like love getting involved. In our office in Miami, like my mom is doing all of our shipping and she has people helping her now in Miami. And it's like, it's become such a family thing. It's so funny. Like my dad is always like rooting for me, coming up with new ideas, and my siblings like love hearing everything.
Who's the guy? What's his name of Goldman Sachs? That's also the DJ.
Oh yeah.
That's kind of your dad for Soirée. Like he's the lawyer, but then he's like a very corporate lawyer, but then he's like a DJ at the Soirée event.
Yeah, he does all the Soirée pop-ups.
Yeah, all the
pop-ups. The next one.
So it's definitely a family affair, but it's fun.
It's so fun doing it with them.
Yeah. It really and it's like so different for them to get like that creative feel. It's
and like everybody loves it. We're starting something from ground up. It's like everybody wants to be involved and like always hear what's going on. It's so cute.
A lot of people want to go from corporate to entrepreneurship, and it's like really hard to tell when to take that lunch. And then, stuff like this happens, and that really ended up being such an opportunity and a blessing. So it ended up really pushing you in that way. Did you think first, like, I have this idea, or first, like, I want to be an entrepreneur?
I think the first was I want to be an entrepreneur. And I think it was always in my blood. Like, you have to be cut out and you have to be like, your whole heart has to be in it to want to be an entrepreneur. I think it takes a certain person. It takes hard work. It takes dedication. Like, from a young age, my dad always told me like hard work pays off. And that was always my motto that I always like brought with me throughout my life. I think I didn't really know what I wanted to do when I entered school, but I was like, let me study entrepreneurship and learn the business side of things. So I studied marketing and entrepreneurship in college. And then we, as I said, we graduated during COVID. So like I did not go right into starting this business, but I always thought I would start like a tech app or something like so random. Like every idea I would always think of was like taken. And I was like, ugh, what am I going to do? Like, I think I genuinely wanted to start something. I knew it was going to happen, but it was just, it's scary, to go and do it from nothing. Like, it's scary. And I think the first step you need to take is just doing it. And I think that, I had an opportunity, but I think while I was working at F Factor, I kind of had this idea of like, I really want to start a swim and resort wear brand. And I have such sensitive skin, the whole sparkles that don't scratch idea came to mind. And I was like, I have to make this happen. But like, my parents aren't going to just let me quit my job. And it kind of just all like, I think everything happens for a reason. It all came together and kind of happened. And it's such like a weird, crazy thing that like I'm doing this full time now. But I'm so grateful for the opportunity. And I think a lot of being an entrepreneur is like self-teaching yourself. So like, you think I knew what I was doing when I was starting this brand? Like, no, I had what I learned in school from my entrepreneurship classes. And then I went off to Parsons and I took design classes and I took sewing lessons just to learn like the basics of how literally fabric is constructed. Like there's so many random things you can do to just figure it out. And I think like always having a network of creators and entrepreneurs is so important just to like keep you going and like they can relate. And I think it's great just meeting other people in the same shoes has like really helped me do this from the ground up.
Well, our roles have really reversed because
Yeah.
I at camp,
Of course,
of
Cam.
course, camp. But I was a sewing bum 07 to
Were you
2013.
really?
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
wait, I was the top sewer at camp.
No.
I know you want me to work at Soirée even more now.
Yeah,
I was the
you
top
wanna?
sewer. And then what we would do like these fashion shows, and then I had too many
No.
outfits produced. So I had to get other people to start saying it was their
Wait.
clothes because I was
Yeah.
making too many dresses. It was out of control. And the stuffed pillows was scents. And then instead of
I
going,
didn't know this about you.
oh, wait. And then instead of going on like trips to, other camps to go compete them in sports, we got to go to Goodwill
Wow.
to go shop for fabric.
Oh, how fun.
And I was like, oh my God, I'm going to wear my Abercrombie
Oh my God,
jean
you
shirt.
want to sew after this?
For sure. But and I like went on a trip to Mood also, I think.
No way.
Mhm.
We love mood
Yeah.
fabrics.
Shut up. I was saying roles are reversed because she was like a top water skier at camp and I was
That's the only
excused
sport I'm good at.
and I was excused from the lake all summer. So, but now I like love the lake. Now I'm so outdoorsy.
Yeah, swimming.
We love swimming. You spoke a lot about your family, like the positive influences they've had on you and how supportive they've been. As you put yourself out there, like we were saying, like you grew from starting a fresh account with no following. Everybody judges in some shape or form. So how have you navigated judgment from others?
Yeah, 100%.
you know what I mean.
Like when people are sending your stories around or your posts and you could see how people are sending it, I think you kind of just have to not care. Like, who cares?
Yeah.
They make fun of you then, like when you make it one day. And like, I think you have to be a little cringy to like get on camera and show people what you're doing.
Why you decided to get into resort wear, because people think of resort wear as a seasonal item. People like, don't get into seasonal industries. You lose so much of your profit margins. A seasonal product, like you have to be crushing it in those quarters. So why did you decide to get into something that is a seasonal product per se?
I think that it's always summer somewhere in the world. So there's always going to be someone buying swim and resort and all of that. But also our customer for Soirée really is the luxury shopper. So they're always traveling to destinations and there's always someone who's going to be traveling. There's someone who's going to be in Australia, different places of
Hemispheres.
the world. Summer. Yes, seriously. So I think that at first it was scary, but I also think that it's done so well for us, being that our customer really is that luxury traveler who's always shopping for our products year round. And someone's always going to need swimwear and resort wear. And then I also think there's things as we grow, what we're looking to do this fall is maybe drop an activewear line or like a pajama line because our whole thing really is comfort and it's so my thing. So I think that right now we are like a swim resort party wear brand, but I want to get into being like a full-on lifestyle brand and carrying all those different things. I think it would be really cool to do a loungewear drop. So stay tuned.
No, I love that. If you feel comfortable sharing, it's really grown like the past, honestly, 6 months.
It
the
has.
most.
Honestly, even since the brand trip, I feel like we just really got noticed then.
If you could like give any visibility into what growth has looked like in terms of numbers.
Yeah, I mean, we've been doing about 6 figures a month now, which is so crazy to say. I haven't publicly come forward and said that yet, but it's so surreal. From going from nothing to this, it really is such, it's a dream.
That's crazy.
It is like insane.
When you made your first sale, right? When it was somebody you didn't know in your network.
Oh my God, I was the happiest person
like,
in
who
the
is
world.
this?
We would call them like strangers. We'd be like, anytime a stranger purchased a bathing suit, I would cheer. I was so happy. And then my sister last summer was in the south of France and she saw this girl at some beach club, a random girl that we didn't know. And she was like, oh my God, do you know my sister Ali? Because this girl was in Soirée. And the girl was like, no, I have no idea who that is. And my sister goes, are you serious? Are you in Soirée Miami Beach right now? Literally at a beach club in San Tropez. And she was like, oh my God, you're lying. This is your sister's brand. That's so crazy. Like, I have no idea who your sister is. And I was like, that is crazy. Like, sister's running into someone internationally, literally at a beach club in San Tropez. Like, you have no idea who this girl is. She just found Soirée and bought it on her own. And I'm like, it's so surreal to see that. Even like, I was at Othership once. I forget if you were with me or not. I think I was with my friend Gabby and like ran into somebody in Soirée literally at Othership. Like so crazy just seeing it on people. And like anytime someone tags us in a post on Instagram, I'm like, why these people are wearing my designs? This is so crazy to see. It's such an accomplishment. I feel like when Michaela ran into that girl in Saint Tropez, I was like, okay, it's like a made it moment. Like it was like a pinch me moment for me.
Yeah, I think it's like that balance of right now everybody's posting because if you listen to the podcast, like I'm obsessed with CPG. And I think a lot of CPG founders right now are doing behind the scenes founder journey. I mean, like they're schlepping like hundreds of pounds of products like crazy and like physically making these products and all of that. And now I'm like, if I go to, Whole Foods, I'm like, there's nothing for me here because like I can only shop niche and local and like I need to know the founder behind it. But I think at the same time, it's finding that balance of like, you know who the founder is, but you also want to build something that's bigger than you. And you don't want people to just buy it attached to you. You want the brand to be something outside of it. So it really is like this difficult balance of finding both because people do care about the founder so much, but you also want to build something that can like be passed down to generations too.
It's
so how
so
do you
true.
navigate that?
It's so true. I think it's just the combination of like people, yes, follow the brands, but they really want to see like who's face of the brand. What does the founder do? Like it's, as I said before, it's like important to just put yourself out there, get on camera, do the cringy things. Like all combination of all of that is what really works, I think.
Yeah. Well, not to make this about myself, but like,
Make it by yourself.
Okay, sure.
Here, what do you got?
No, I guess, did you ever see any signs of me doing this?
Yes? Are you kidding? Since we were little kids, like Sam was always like the best storyteller. She's so silly, like such a yapper. Like this is meant to be. Like me and my mom listened to literally every single one of her episodes and we're like, Sam's so good at it. Like it comes so natural. Even now, it's like I thought I was gonna be nervous for this. And I'm like, I feel like this is just one of our Othership like yap sessions.
Literally. Except there's no crowd. We love we love at Othership, like we're like always like looking around. We're like, who are we gonna network with today? I'm like pitching Soirée. We have the connection card.
The connection card.
This guy wants to get the connection card. Allie's too nice. I'm like, Allie, he is actually creepy.
Yeah, he was a little creepy. Some guy like worked PR and was like, add me on the connection card. That was so funny.
No, one thing about your mom is she always likes my Insta stories. And before I was like, cool. But now that feature came out and she was doing it that day, double click.
Oh, yeah. She's the first, always.
She's so first.
Always.
She's always like fabulous.
She thinks that you like have to reply to Instagram stories. I'll be sitting next to her in the car and she'll be like, so pretty. Oh my God, like gorgeous. Like it's so funny. Happy birthday.
We love Birthday by Katy Perry.
Oh my God, yeah. I think we also need to get into like the number 15 because we started the podcast off that way and like we have to explain.
Well, before we get to number 15, I would love if you could share what are the top 3 soiree items.
Okay, so
Can I guess?
Yeah, why don't you guess? I'll tell you.
Don't kill me. I didn't study enough that I don't know the name of every line item.
Explain it and I'll say the name.
The dress that,
The cutouts?
Yeah, the cutout dress.
The Aria.
The Aria.
Yeah.
Oh, well, there's also a Samantha dress.
Yes, I named a dress after Sam. It's the Samantha dress. It's a fun underwire, like long sparkle dress. We love the Samantha.
But it's newer, so I don't think it's in a top 3. I do think the pants could be up there. And then it has to be one of the bikinis, but I like think that the one piece is in the top 5. That's my bets.
Which one piece? Like the one that you love?
The one that I love.
The green one that you love? The Mia?
I like it in blue too.
Oh, okay. You always wear the green one. I thought that was your fave.
Oh, well, the green one was with my photo shoot.
Yes, Sam always takes the photo shoots in the green for some reason. Like this green Mia one piece, like that. I feel like that's your favorite.
Except everyone was
now I know you like the blue.
Well, everybody was loving me in yellow, remember? Everybody's like, I didn't know you make yellow.
Everybody thinks that yellow is going to be like yellow, who wears yellow, but it's low-key, like
it's gold.
Arguably one of my favorite colors. And I think it looks good on every skin tone. Like it really pops, but our 3 bestsellers, you were definitely very close.
Okay.
So the Becca bikini is number 1. It's just a triangle bikini. You can adjust it so like it fits everybody so well. And it's just like, I feel like with swimwear, people want something basic that they can tan in. It's just a simple, like amazing swimsuit that you can tie to fit your body so it fits everyone really well.
What color?
Green and everything is our bestseller.
Really?
You would think black, but like, because usually white and black are the bestsellers, but like green by far. Second bestseller, brown.
Well, I recommend color blocking also.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Bestseller is the Mia swimsuit, which is the one piece that like comes a little higher on the side. And then the Aria dress.
Oh, I was spot on.
You were pretty close.
Yeah.
Victoria sets like probably are right after, and the Gigi bikini. Those are our favorites. The Gigi's named after my dog, Gigi.
Gigi had dog.
Yeah, Gigi Hadog on Instagram. Follow her. She's a good one. Yeah, those are our 3 best sellers, and like green in every category always sells us out.
Wait, that's crazy.
Yeah.
And you have a launch coming up soon, right?
Yeah, so tomorrow I'm going to Miami and we're shooting. Actually, it's our first Miami collection shoot.
Really?
Crazy, being that we're a Miami brand. Yeah, because past shoots were always in like LA, Palm Springs, and then this past summer we did the south of France, and this is like our first Miami shoot.
Wait, that'd be
I'm
so
excited.
fun.
Yeah, like the whole team's coming to Miami.
And when will this launch?
So this is gonna launch May. I don't want to say anything too early, but like hypothetically, if all goes well, May 1st, could be a week or two later than that, but in May it's launching. So yeah, we shoot in March, and then that gives us enough time to prep and finish up manufacturing and all of that. But it's a great collection, and we're expanding with like so many new fabrics. This time I don't know if I even told you this, but I went to Milan like a month ago.
Yeah.
And I went on this crazy fabric sourcing journey. It's like all these trade shows that were going on. It's basically where like everyone in Italy comes, like shows every category of fabrics. It's where like Dolce & Gabbana, like Chanel, Carolina Herrera, like Bronx and Banco, like all the best brands are going to these fabric shows. And it's crazy that I'm buying the same fabric as them, which is so surreal. But like it really is like such a high-end, amazing fabric. And we've introduced a lot of it into this new collection, and you'll see a lot of new stuff. Like we're doing wedding guest dresses that we're lightly introducing, and then our Resort 27 collection that launches December will have a lot of the new stuff because it takes some time to order. So stay tuned for that.
Yeah. How do you navigate now that you're expanding? How much inventory to get?
I know it's hard. We actually just had a call about this last week, but it's like it really is looking at the data analytics and thinking like, okay, we're probably going to double this by the time we launch. So just ordering double what we did the last, time I placed my orders for the last collection. And then it's so nice that everything's local in Miami and we can like produce it really quickly in a few weeks. But it is like we are getting our fabric from overseas. So it's like I try to order extra in case this happens. Like, for example, this green Aria dress we dropped in our last collection sold out actually in 2 weeks, which has never happened to us before. Usually like it lasts us throughout the collection, or like at least, most of it in each collection. We do 2 drops a year, so like every 6 months, and it would never sell out in less than like 2-3 months.
Yeah.
Literally, we sold out of all of the Aria dresses in green and extra small. And then our fabric store sold out of the green colorway for like a month. So we were out of it, and it was this whole mess. So I literally went to Italy to find it.
So we've covered a lot about Soirée, but let's get to know you a little bit more. I think people love hearing more just in general about your 20s and friendship and all of that. So we've been friends for like 15 years, 16 years.
Crazy.
What do you think of our friendship? What comes to mind? What's the funniest thing?
Like Madison Beer.
She's like our bread and butter.
Yeah, I feel we've talked about her enough.
Well, we've given her enough airtime for this small show.
No. Everything that comes to mind is just like me and you actually hanging out every single day, like in middle school, high school, being on the track and cross country team, the 2 slowest on the team. We were not like athletic girls. We were not cut out for it.
No. And they didn't have like this kind of, if they had pickleball back in the day, I would have been
fun. I don't think I would have been good at that though. I'm really bad.
I would have crushed it. I maybe like would have been a little bit choir, like who knows?
Yeah.
Would have been like,
would have been nice to like be a little athletic.
Because we were in individual sports, and maybe that has a link to entrepreneurship, is because we were like not a team sport. No, individual. Like
we were
cross country and track are like, you're not really on a team.
Yeah.
Like you are. Like we have,
I would have had ice skating.
Ice skating.
That was my sport.
Yeah.
But then I stopped junior year of high school, and that's when the cross country track started, because I was like, I have to do something.
And this was the craziest part, is they would have us run like 5, 6, 8 miles, which I actually can't even imagine.
I don't even know if I can run one.
I
don't know how we did that. We would run uphill 8 miles a day, I swear.
But
the shin splints were crazy.
The shin splints were
they were like out of this world.
How many times a day do you think we said the word shin splints?
Like at least 5.
Minimum. But they would follow us in their car.
Yeah, like, to make sure we were running.
Yeah, they would be like driving and like following.
Scared we were gonna like go sit in Starbucks or something, which like I would have done.
Wait, do you see they're opening Pura Vida at Short Hills Mall?
I'm so excited.
That would have been like we would have
gone
every day. Yeah.
Like, no, what's the Bloomingdale's mango
40
chicken salad? Forget that. Pura Vida. Let's go.
And now with the froyo craze, it's like 40 carats still.
I
Now,
still think it's like the best.
it
so
doesn't get enough
good.
PR, honestly.
I know, because they were the OG, and all these little trendy froyo places are opening now and taking over, but like they really have best frozen yogurt.
Well, Mimi said she's going to come on the podcast, so let's
No
not get
way.
carried away.
Wait, I haven't tried Mimi's yet, so
You haven't?
no. So I won't say my finals.
Wait, it's
yet, but
unbelievable.
I also am obsessed with culture.
Wait, Mimi's
Culture and
life-changing.
Bloomingdale's are like my favorite froyo. I gotta try Mimi's.
Life-changing.
Okay,
I'm not kidding.
noted.
Like insane.
Let's go after this.
Literally. So we became friends in middle school. I was saying our extended time really picked it up, but then
Really bonded.
I was like, Allie's sick
We're
of
in
hearing it.
all the same classes. Like you don't understand. Like we
All.
didn't separate in high school.
No, literally.
We were
We
in
were like,
every
we won an
class
award.
together.
Remember thing 1, thing 2 on cross country.
Oh my god, yes. We were thing 1 and thing
Thing
2.
two.
We still are.
Why I mentioned that is like, well, Allie's sick of hearing it, but like I'm obsessed with camp, obviously. Last night I was with 10 of my camp friends. Like I love camp. So
our campus Em.
yeah, camp is me. But the summer after camp when you can't go back, literally the worst day of your life.
Yeah, we had the best summer ever.
We did a teen tour to Spain.
To Barcelona.
Yeah, it's that like
Vicente, our teacher.
yeah, Vicente.
Vicente.
No, remember you pronounced it with a B. Remember he was like, it's
Did I?
Vicente.
Oh,
Yeah. But that trip was like, it was funny because
It
there
was
was this,
iconic.
well,
It was like our childhood. Like everything about it.
you know who needs soiree PR?
Who?
Shafira. She was the first,
my roommate.
she was the first influencer ever. This
She
girl,
was so cool.
she had a GoPro before anybody had
Yes,
a GoPro.
She did. She was like the OG influencer. She was so cool.
She was coolest.
Miss you, girlie.
Miss you, girl, if you listen. Honestly, if Shafira, if
She's
you're
like
listening,
this.
put it in the comments. She's like
Yeah.
on her Instagram.
Yeah. Oh, she deleted it?
Yeah.
So how do we contact her?
I don't know, but I saw her when I studied
Her?
abroad in
Yes,
Australia.
that's so cool. Wait, where is she living now?
I don't know. She was like, "Oh, I might move to Sydney because of you." I'm like, "Because of
No
me."
way.
You're
Wait, she was the coolest person ever.
She was the coolest person ever.
Yes.
And
Okay,
we had
wait, we need to explain how Summerfield works.
yes. Okay,
We would take classes. We were so good at Spanish then.
so good. I remember in high
Yes.
school, I was in Spanish business and they took me to Wall Street and
Oh,
we spoke
right.
about stocks in Spanish. Meanwhile, now I can even
What?
talk about stocks in English.
Yeah,
I mean,
we need to go back and like that makes us practice Spanish, and then we would be really good. But like we don't practice here.
I know. And it's,
We would take these Spanish classes like every single day. It was literally school. Like we would have homework. Like it was very prestigious and intense. And then,
yeah,
like,
it's intense, honestly.
like I remember that skit we had to make with like Carly and Dean and like I don't even know who's in our group.
and they lost their diamond earrings. We
I
enacted
think
Kim
that's-
Kardashian with her diamond earrings.
But in Spanish. That
Yeah.
was like our final in the class, I think.
And then we went Paris after.
Oh my God. I got lice.
Allie got lice. We're not going to share the whole story, but
No, we can't.
what if we don't say names?
Okay.
Okay, so everybody got lice. Like it wasn't
Like- Everybody on trip. Did you get it?
except me.
Yeah, lucky.
And
I like knew I had it. On the way home, Sam wore a shower cap because she was scared of me.
I was like, I know they all have lice.
It was my
I made
first
Allie wear
day.
a shower cap on
You
the plane.
did.
Oh.
I was like, I don't have it. I was in denial.
Yeah.
Like I knew in the back of my head I had it.
Oh, so I wore a shower cap the whole flight.
Yeah.
So when we got back, our moms made us get lice checked. And then this guy that Allie,
I had a crush on him back in the day.
back on the day, his mom came over and she was the lice lady. We didn't know.
She was the lice lady
And then-
picking my lice.
And then it was a bit. It was like when Wanda picks your nits.
Yeah, like we still talk about it to this day because it's just the funniest story ever.
Actually, imagine going on a date right now and then you got lice and then the person that
No.
came and it was your crush's mom. Imagine. Like that would be so funny. I
It's just the funniest thing. How does that happen?
don't know. I don't.
Everything from childhood is funny. Okay, now explain 15 because it goes into correlation of like high school days.
Well, I guess 15 is just like my number. Like my birthday is on the
Yeah.
15th. Then our whole life kind of revolves around
Like
number 15.
everything in our like Sam and I's life just like is 15. Like anything that happens, like the number 15 is.
It's like Sam XO.
Crush's birthday also was the 15th from high school. Like it's just so funny.
Revolves around
Everything, like,
15.
it's so crazy.
Oh, wait, isn't that a song? It's like when you're 15. Do they love you? Is that Taylor Swift?
I don't know. I don't know.
No.
I'm more of a Drake girl.
I'm I'm more listening to podcasts.
Yeah.
I like just got into music recently.
That's crazy.
Um,
I love,
yeah, Ali loves Drake.
love
been a-
favorite artist.
Yeah, you've been loving him a long time.
Like since 5th grade. I was the OG Drake fan.
Oh my God, I can't.
Crazy.
a lot of the feedback I've been getting is people love hearing about navigating your 20s and friendship and all that. And I do think our friendship has like ebbed and flowed low key.
Yeah.
We've been really close and then not as close. And
but like it picks up from, we have the friendship that like we could go 6 months without speaking. Like probably in college, we spoke a little less. And like, the second I see you, we're best friends again and no time has passed. But like, obviously, we were best friends middle school, high school, at college, probably just not. Like, I don't even want to say drifted apart because it's like, you're just so in college when you're in college. And then we would see each other when we went home for breaks. We'll pick right back where we left off. And then the day we graduated, Sam was in Austin. We'd FaceTime once every few months and pick right back where we left off. And then now you're living here. We see each other every day.
Yeah, but it's interesting. People, I think, put so much pressure on friendships. I think we do a good job of just picking right off where you left off.
We do.
And
we have that friendship where it's not like stressful at all. It's just so easy. Like there's never drama ever with us. I don't think we've ever fought in our lives. Like it's crazy.
No. And one thing about us is I think what we both really value is like meeting new people and new connections. And we're both connectors. We're
very
so
social
much
love to connect.
And we love to meet people and all of that, but there is something to say about like friends that you've known your whole life. It's still so different, but like, that doesn't mean
we'll never not be friends.
Yeah, we do a good job both where we aren't, you can only be friends with these kind of people that you've known your whole life. Like we love meeting.
We love talking to everyone. Like literally everybody. Like we're the type of person to just walk up to somebody and be like, I don't know, like, hey, what's up? And just
connecting people. I mean, I met a girl at practice the other day and I did the whole pitch about soiree. And then I'm like, you need to hang out with my friend Allie. And like, blah, blah, blah.
Sam is like the best soiree sales lady. Like, you don't get it.
I'm like,
she's like, I have a new customer for you. We have to give you a code also.
Yeah. So also in the show notes, there will be a code so you can get discounted soiree.
SamXO 15. Because like 15.
Because 15. Yeah. So we're going to play a segment called Sparkle or Scratch because, these sparkles don't scratch.
Yeah.
So sparkle is hot and scratch is not.
Yeah.
So
I don't know.
We'll start easy.
Okay, let's go. What do you got for me?
Well, I'm sure there's like fellow Jersey schmoozers around here. So we'll do like Melbourne Deli is an easy one. So Gossip Girl or Grillery?
Oh my God.
One has to be sparkle, one has to be scratch. Oh, wait, we have our card.
We have our card saying sparkle or scratch.
I don't have one.
I gave you one.
Wait.
Where'd it go?
I haven't.
Okay, great. I'm glad you found it. Want to say like 3, 2, 1 and hold it. Okay. Like Gossip Girl. Sparkle.
Oh, what about the
Wait, Grillery also sparkle.
Also sparkle.
Like obviously the best one.
What's the one with the Thanksgiving schmutz on it?
I never had it because it wasn't kosher.
Are you kosher?
Well, like I don't eat pork.
Oh.
Gobbler.
The gobbler. How's that not kosher?
I don't know. I'm gonna say scratch. I feel like there was like bacon on it or something that I didn't eat.
Oh no, wait, you can't see it. I'm realizing.
Oh, okay. We won't hold up the sign. Legible.
Well, now I like give kosher, so it's going to be surprising to be made.
No, just don't eat the.
Do you expect me to become this religious?
Never. Like growing up, I would have never Sam being like a Kabbalah girl.
And we had a song about the rabbi to Madison Beer melodies.
Should we sing the beginning?
Yeah.
Okay, 3, 2, 1.
I hear Hebrew songs in my head.
And then it would be like, Rabbi Matt, Rabbi Matt.
You're my favorite song.
Rabbi Matt. Shout out.
Literally.
You wrote that for Olivia for her bat mitzvah presentation, I remember.
That's so epic.
Like,
epic.
That is the best gifts you give.
No, literally. We should give a shout out to, we like to play this game sometimes where you like have to guess who the most random person ever is.
Should we do it now?
And you know who I'm thinking about.
No, that will take too long.
But like we were saying, we love networking and meeting new people. So remember Margaret from our flight?
Oh my God. We got to tell this Margaret story.
You tell it.
So wait, where did we meet her for the first time again?
Afterlife in Color, I think.
Oh, okay. We met this lady. So Sam and I were flying back from Miami and we were sitting next to this girl, Margaret. And you know how Sam and I will talk to anybody. So we became best friends for the whole 2.5-hour flight with this girl, Margaret. And then fast forward like 2 years from that date. My sister Olivia and I are flying to Paris. And we remember that Margaret had said she was a flight attendant. We were like, oh, that's so cool. Like we were just, making conversation the whole flight. Obviously remembered what she looked like, but like forgot about her. 2 years fly by. And I look at Olivia and I go, is that not Margaret? Like on our flight to Paris, like she is our flight attendant. And Olivia was like, oh my God, it is. We go up to her. We took a picture with her even too. So I pulled up the pictures. Olivia, look, like it is Margaret.
I'll insert her.
This is Margaret. Yeah, insert Margaret. We'll find the photo.
I'll find it.
I hope we can find that. Oh my God. Anyways, this is like probably now like 14. You know, we probably met her 2012. And I'm like, Olivia, it's Margaret. We have to go up to her. So we go up to her. She literally did not remember us, like, at all. I was so offended. And then we showed her the picture and she was like, oh my God, yes, I remember sitting next to you guys. And like, I immediately texted Sam and was like, I am sitting, or I was like, Margaret is on mine and Olivia's flight. Like, she's the flight attendant to Paris.
Because like, it was such a throwback.
I was like, the flight attendant.
Because this is crazy.
I forgot about her. Yeah. That game where we just like think of a random person and have to guess it. We call it the yes or no game. Where you think of the most random person you could ever think of and can only ask yes or no questions. Margaret is like a star in that game.
Yeah, it's like always like, okay, Margaret.
Yeah, or like random people from high school.
Or Danny. Yeah. So where can everybody find you?
So the website is soireemiamibeach.com. Mm-hmm. Also Soirée Miami Beach on Instagram. And Sam is going to link the discount code for 15% off with code SAMXO15.
So 15.
You can also find us. We're on Wolf and Badger. We're in Big Shop. We're in a bunch of boutiques.
TikTok is...
Yeah, TikTok also, Soirée Miami Beach.
Yeah. Wherever you can find.
We're everywhere.
And you can find me, Spotify, Apple, YouTube. Yeah. Wherever you can find your podcast. But
it was so fun.
Yeah.
This flew by. Okay.
3, 2, 1. Ciao, schmoozers.